Pele scored 4 goals in his professional debut for Santos FC in 1956, a record that still stands today. Pele made his professional debut for Santos FC on the 7th of September 1956 at just 15 years old. He scored 4 goals in that debut match, a record that still stands today in Brazilian football. The opposing team, Corinthians de Santo André, was caught off guard by Pele's speed and skill. Pele's 4 goals were scored in a 7-1 thrashing, with 3 coming in the first half alone. This incredible debut sparked a remarkable career, with Pele going on to score over 1,000 goals. Pele's record-breaking debut set the tone for a legendary career that would inspire generations of footballers. Discover the secret codes hidden in Pixar movies like Toy Story and Finding Nemo, and learn how to spot them in your favorite animated films. Pixar's hidden codes are Easter eggs hidden in their movies for fans to discover. The code A113 appears in every Pixar film, referencing a CalArts classroom. Toy Story's license plates contain the code A113 and other hidden references. Finding Nemo's fish tank features a code referencing the movie's release date. The Pizza Planet truck appears in multiple Pixar films, holding secret codes. Pixar's codes often pay homage to their own films, employees, and personal experiences. From Jibo to Kuri, explore the top 5 social robots designed to be your companion and assistant, featuring robots that can recognize and respond to emotions. Social robots are designed to provide companionship and assistance, reducing feelings of loneliness and isolation. Jibo, launched in 2017, was one of the first social robots to recognize and respond to human emotions. Kuri, a robot companion, can capture and share memories with its owners, creating a sense of nostalgia. Mayfield Robotics' Kuri was designed to be a social robot that could understand and respond to voice commands. Robot friends like Jibo and Kuri use AI-powered emotional intelligence to detect and respond to human emotions. Dive into the history of Bordeaux's famous wine classification system, established in 1855, and how it still influences wine prices and prestige today. In 1855, Napoleon III requested a classification system for Bordeaux's best wines for the Paris Exposition. The 1855 classification ranked 61 chateaux into 5 growths, with Chateau Lafite Rothschild leading the first growths. The classification was based on wine prices, quality, and reputation, but not a formal tasting or blind assessment. The 1855 classification has remained largely unchanged, with only 2 adjustments made in the past 167 years. Today, being a first-growth chateau can increase wine prices by up to 500%, making them highly sought after. The chemistry and physics behind the perfect shave. We'll delve into the materials, coatings, and sharpening techniques that make modern razor blades so effective. Razor blades are typically made from stainless steel, a corrosion-resistant alloy of iron, carbon, and chromium. The coating on modern razor blades is often a thin layer of titanium nitride, which reduces friction and wear. The sharpening process involves grinding the blade to a precise angle, usually between 20 and 30 degrees. A single razor blade can be sharpened up to 10 times before it needs to be replaced, depending on usage. The average razor blade is only 0.05 millimeters thick, making it thinner than a human hair. The perfect shave is achieved when the blade glides at a 2-3-degree angle, cutting hair at the optimal point. Vitamin A can reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration by up to 25%. Vitamin A is a powerful antioxidant that protects the eyes from damage and disease. A diet rich in vitamin A can reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration by up to 25%. Sweet potatoes are one of the richest sources of vitamin A, with a single medium-sized potato providing over 200% of the daily recommended intake. Carrots, kale, and squash are also high in vitamin A, making them great additions to a vision-protecting diet. Vitamin A deficiency is a leading cause of preventable blindness in developing countries, affecting over 250 million people worldwide. Getting enough vitamin A can also improve night vision, reduce eye fatigue, and support overall eye health. Explore the cenotes of the Yucatan Peninsula, a network of hidden lakes and sinkholes formed by the collapse of limestone, revealing a unique underground world. The Yucatan Peninsula is home to over 6,000 cenotes, a staggering number considering their unique formation. Cenotes are formed when the roof of a limestone cave collapses, exposing a hidden underground lake. The Mayans believed cenotes were sacred portals to the underworld, using them for rituals and sacrifices. Some cenotes are connected by an extensive network of underwater tunnels and passageways. The crystal-clear waters of cenotes support a diverse array of aquatic life, including fish and turtles. Cenotes are a vital source of fresh water for the region, supplying drinking water to many local communities. Learn about the first computer viruses, like the elk cloner, that spread through floppy disks and changed the face of cybersecurity. The first computer virus, Creeper, was developed in 1971 as an experimental self-replicating program. The elk cloner virus, created in 1982, was the first to spread through Apple II computers via floppy disks. Floppy viruses relied on human error, spreading through shared disks and infected software installations. The brain virus, released in 1986, was the first to use stealth techniques to evade detection. The rise of floppy viruses led to the development of the first antivirus software in the late 1980s. By the early 1990s, floppy viruses had largely been replaced by email-borne and network-based malware. Watch as we recreate the infamous 1994 incident, where a 2-year-old boy in Utah was found frozen in a snowbank, only to make a miraculous recovery. In 1994, a 2-year-old boy in Utah was found frozen in a snowbank for 18 hours with a body temperature of 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Doctors at Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City initially thought the boy was dead, but then detected a faint pulse. The medical team used a technique called extracorporeal membrane oxygenation to warm the boy's blood outside his body. This groundbreaking treatment raised the boy's body temperature by 1 degree Fahrenheit per hour, gradually restoring his vital signs. After 24 hours of treatment, the boy's body temperature reached 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and he began to show signs of neurological function. Get to grips with the complex economic sanctions and tariffs imposed during the U.S.-China trade war. The U.S.-China trade war began in 2018, with U.S. tariffs on $50 billion of Chinese goods. China retaliated with tariffs on $110 billion of U.S. products, including soybeans and aircraft. The trade war has resulted in over $500 billion in tariffs imposed by both countries. The tariffs have affected global supply chains, causing a 0.5% drop in global trade. The trade war has also led to a decline in U.S. agricultural exports to China by over 50%. A resolution to the trade war could boost the global economy by up to 1% in GDP growth.